Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It'll show just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. Today we're playing Wonder Boy in Monster World for the Sega Genesis / Megadrive. This is a fun little adventure game and can be kind of tricky to find your way around if you're not entirely sure where to go. Before we get stuck into it, if you end up enjoying this video, please consider subscribing to keep up to date as it helps out the channel a bunch. Alright, starting off the game, we want to make our way into this house and talk to the person. We're then going to continue on to the right through this route. Collect a bunch of gold as you're going because we will need to buy upgrades soon. Speaking of which, we get the leather boots from this shop here. And then we'll make our way to the right, all the way to the right across the ocean. And then we'll continue into the village. Alright, in the village we've got a bit to do here. So I'm going to go buy more boots there. And then we're going to press up to warp up to this section here. And then we come back into this house. And we're going to grab the ocarina. Or at least she'll tell us we need the ocarina. So you want to head to the right out of the village and into this little bit here. You grab the ocarina from there. And we want to play the secret code on the ocarina. Now you'll go through all these doors, so I'm going to leave a picture of the ocarina codes up on screen just so you know. And then you just keep opening those up as you go through. Once we're in this room, you want to beat the boss and then we'll be done with this area. Just sort of as it's jumping towards you. Coming back out, we're going to make our way back to town. You can buy some medicine if you want to. And basically we're just going to head up through this central area between the two statues. We talk to her and then we head back to the left. The secret gold spot there, but basically you just want to keep heading left underneath this castle. There's not really a whole lot you can do apart from just head left until you get to the end. You beat this boss guy and then you go into this door. Next thing we're going to do is raise the steps here. And we're going to talk to the same people that I'm talking to. So this one here. And you talk to the main person up here. You make your way back gradually and head down the steps. Basically what you want to do is head to the bottom left side of town now. So I'm going to buy some upgrades such as boots and etc. Make sure you equip those upgrades as you go. And I need a little bit more gold, so I'm just going to grab that here for another upgrade. So basically once you're ready you want to head to the bottom left side of town and just head out to the left. Keep going to the left until you get to another little forest village thing here. You want to keep heading left past the forage village. Make sure you talk to the person in that last house there. Eventually you'll find this person at the end of the path here. So take out all these enemies that's sort of blocking it. And then you save this guy. And then head back to the forest village. You talk to this dude again. And you talk to these guys. And then this little dwarf guy will follow you. He breaks open this. And then we're in our next area. Basically what you want to do is keep heading left, and then you'll eventually be able to light up the room here if you killed that bat. Alright, moving on, we're going to head to the right, past this boulder. And climb up there. So you want to ride this moving platform and then fall through those, and that'll let you press the switch there. And we're going to continue on to the right here and then fall down. And take a left. And drop through those blocks as well. Get a little secret door here and that's got a lovely hard shield in it. And we're going to continue out to the right again. Open up these doors. You want to hit that switch. Basically hit the switches in the order that I'm hitting them here. So it's like 2, 3, 1, 4. And then drop down that right hole to get to the boss. With these bosses pretty much just try not to get hit and just keep hitting them. You'll eventually win. And then we exit here. Alright, if you go through that door, that's a little warp to get back to town. So now we're going to head to our next area. going to head out to the left here. And then sort of go into the ocean. There's a few goodies to collect around here. And basically now that we've got the Trident, that lets us swim underwater. That's why we couldn't go here before. Alright, so pretty much what we want to do is go to the right now on land. We'll keep going across. Drop down the water here. Let's sort of swim up through this section. You'll see we get that chest that we couldn't get before. That gets us the Pygmy armor. You actually need that armor to get through the rest of the game, so make sure you're collecting all that as you go. We're going to head down and right here. Yeah, get a couple more chests to get as well. Get the heart container. Maybe I want to jump on these guys and make it across to the village. Initially what I'm going to do now is go through that underground path we're in before, but now we can actually swim under the water if we want to. So you're going to make your way pretty much all the way across. And if you do go into here, you can go into a secret door. So we'll go through there. And there's a lovely treasure chest for us. It's got another heart in it. Once you're ready, you want to go back through this door. We're going to continue left through this area here. And just keep going left as much as you can. And eventually you want to fall down a hole with water. So this one here. Go to the right and you'll find yourself underwater in sort of a different section of the game. You basically just want to keep heading right here now. Go up under the surface. You're going to pass this house here. That sort of gives you a hint for later, but we won't need it. Basically what you want to do is get between these trees. That's what we're going for. But I'll get rid of these enemies first. So essentially if you hold up in between those trees, you'll go through a door, and that gets you the amulets. Now we're going to head out of this area. We're going to head down underwater here and just go to the right. Now we got a bit of a cave to get through here. So just follow the same sort of path that I'm following. You want to head right here and then down. Grab a little treasure chest there with a heart in it. And we'll swim back up and go to the right. And go back left. And we'll swim back up and go left again. Get a little heart from jumping on that spot there. Yeah, swim across here. And you sort of want to hit that switch to stop the fans. And that's going to be the main gimmick of this area, is the fans that you have to stop. So hit that switch as well. going to go down this section and left. You notice that fan is off now. So that's basically what we're going to be doing through this next section, is just hitting switches to stop fans. You get the return magic there, which is quite good. Now these fans are going to be on a cycle now, so you can pretty much go when they're not blowing. And you head through to the right. You keep going through this fairly linear path here. We're going to make our way out of the water and go left now. Gets us a heart there. Then we're going to go right instead. And we drop back down. Now we're in a bit of a complex room here. So basically we're going to swim up and go left through this bit. And we drop down. It's another one of these big fish here. Now we're going to drop down left. Now we come to our actual goal of this place, which is this dude. So he says there's an item hidden somewhere in the shrine. We're going to go back and get that. We go swim up and left. Back up through this section. And pretty much now we can get in here, and that has the item we're looking for. They're the oasis boots. So they stop you taking any damage in the desert. Now I'm going to use my return magic, and that brings us back to, well, the very start of the game, essentially. Now you're just going to make our way back to Purple Castle. So we go through into Purple Castle, get any upgrades you want, and then we want to head to the right through the desert here. So through the desert we're going to drop down into a pit here. And we're going to head to the right. We get the quake magic there, which is always really good. And basically, as you kill more of these bats, more of the platforms will come up for you. So just use that to climb back up to the surface. I'm going to head out to the right here now. Now we'll keep going to the right. Basically, you're going to fall in the water here. So we'll want to equip our Trident so we can swim. We're going to swim down into this section. We're going to get that chest up there. It's got the sun key in it, which is good. We're going to swim up here and into the door. So the door brings us into the pyramid, which is our next destination here. Yeah, unfortunately that's not the proper way into the pyramid though, so we get a little preview of it, but we're going to actually head out of the hole and right into the pyramid now. Right into the pyramid, we get in through this door. Then we're going to climb up the rope here, and we'll grab the moon key. And we're going to go left. Grab the heart again. And just keep opening up the doors as I'm doing here. To the right and drop down. You head through this room. Then we get to the very end where we come across the Sphinx. So you can just answer in the same ways that I'm answering here. Yep, so lily pad is the answer there. Eleanor is the second answer. Middle one there. Bottom one there. And Oasis boots. It's got another key there, which is good. We're going to make our way up here. And we'll make our way out of the pyramid here. And then into this other door. That just gets this Pygmy shield, which we'll need later. We go left here. And then into the pyramid again. So now we're basically going to climb up and get to the next area of the game. So once you're up the top here, step on that teleporter. And that takes us into this new area. Alright, so you're going to just basically keep climbing up this little bit all the way to the right, and you'll eventually get into this village. And talk to this dragon here, then we want to talk to the elder dragon. Come back out. And essentially we're good to head off. You go through this door, and that brings us back to town. Pretty much what you're going to do is head into that underground passage again. Go a bit more to the right this time. And then once you get down to this bit, you want to drop down and go into it. So basically where we're going to go is the ice area. So there's a little chest to grab there if you want it. Another little chest there. So basically we're allowed to get into this ice area now. You want to go all the way right until you get through town. If you keep going right, you'll come across Ice Castle. I'm actually going to get the boots, which just help you have a bit more traction on the ice there. Yeah, basically you can talk to this dude. And they give you this ghost thing. You will need this ghost guy to get through the castle. Alright, so we're going to head to the right a little bit more, all the way until we get to the castle, go down. The castle's pretty linear, really. Basically, you just pull that rope and go across. Go through this section here, climb up. You get up to this bit. Line the lift, and then you start sort of climbing up this section here. There is a room on the right which has this chest in here. You get the Pygmy boots, which you'll need. And go through the main central door. Watch out for this fella. Climb up. Gonna head down and up here. Gonna get the gold gem. And head to the left. You go through this bit. Get the heart. Pretty much what you need to do is insert the gems into these two bits. And then you go into that central door and head down. You come across the ice bomber here, so once you defeated that, you get back to the ice town. You got the old axe, which is good. So if you go back into that same door we came out of, you just head back to town here, which is good. So we're now just going to head back up through this door and go to that dragon village. We've got a bit to do here. So we talk to the elder dragon down here. It's going to be very happy. So now we get to go up and talk to the blacksmith. Then we head out of town. Now I'm pretty sure in this playthrough I'd missed one of the pieces of the Pygmy stuff. So I'm going to go back and get that now. Pretty much where it is it's in this bit of water here. So you swim down. And pretty much what you want to do is jump up and go left here along this bit of land. So in the next bit you're going to need all of your Pygmy stuff to continue. So that's why I'm coming back here and going that last bit. There's a Pygmy sword. So we're going to head back down and left. And back up through to Dragon Village. Talk to all the people. And we get his little dragon buddy. So this guy wants us to equip all the Pygmy stuff. And he's going to make us small. And there we go, we're into our next area now. I'm going to head to the left first. Being to the left until we hit this switch. Then head back to the right. And this door should be open. You keep heading through to the right here. Hit the new switch and another door will be open. Yeah, climb across these blocks here, hit another switch. Again, this case is pretty linear, it just takes a little while to get through. Alright, so when you get to this bit, you want to take that block up and go up left. And hit that switch, come back. Basically going to be able to jump across this gap and go to the right now. You run across this room. And we're going to push that block there down. That's kind of tricky to spot that bit. But when we push that block of ground down, we'll be able to get through properly now. So head down here. Head to the right and we get to the Tyrant Dragon. Basically it's going to keep hitting this one. It's pretty tricky because you're fairly weak, but you get through it eventually. Alright, so with the Tyrant Dragon down, we're done with this area. You warp back to town. And we want to warp back to normal size. Then we need to talk to these guys again. So we'll talk to the blacksmith first. And then this elder dragon guy. Blacksmith gives us a lovely legendary sword, which we'll need to transfer to the final area. So you want to go back to town now and we're going to head to the final area of game. Basically to do that, you want to go to the right here and then climb the steps that we climbed before. So we're going to keep climbing the steps here. And I'm going to go left. Take a left here and you'll get a heart. So that fills up your hearts a little bit more than what we had before. Pretty much you just want to head right here. Go down. Then you go up and right. Again, up and left. Keep heading to the left here past all these enemies. And head back up again and to the right. Jump over this gap, head to the right again still. And back up. Now we've got this cool bit, sort of got like a minecart thing. So I'm going to take one trip down to get the chest and then another trip down to actually do it. So there we go, we got the legendary boots, just going to equip those. But yeah, now that we've missed the minecart, we won't be able to do it properly this time. So it's going to fall off here. And go to the right and climb the rope again and take the minecart again, and this time don't fall off the minecart. There we go, climb up that rope. I'm going to ride this across. Drop down there, we're going to get the legend armor, which is good. Don't want to exit there, but if we go back through the same door that we came through, we can go up rather than down. Let's ride this first one up here. Get the legendary shield, which we can equip. Good defense and stuff on that. We can go up here and find the mini boss. Just beat those guys and make your way up. We're going to come across this dragon. Then we're going to ride these platforms up by jumping from one to the other. Bit of a pattern to get it working, but you basically want to drop those down and then ride these ones up. Can be a very tricky section of the game. And ride this rope across, and then we're in the boss room. So keep hitting this boss on the head and you'll get through it. So eventually Wonder Boy is going to take a turn and go to space. So basically you go left and then you get in a rocket ship and go to space. I love that they always go like really technology focused at the end of these games. But basically what's going to happen in space is you're going to get 2 boss free fights. Sorry, actually more than 2. It's 4 boss free fights, and then once you've done all 4 of those, you can head into the actual boss room here. So you're supposed to take a whole bunch of damage there. There's no way to really avoid that. And then this dude sort of actually makes the boss vulnerable for you and then heals you up and stuff. So now with that, especially if you're using power, it should be fairly straightforward to take over and beat the boss. There we go. That's the boss beaten. That's going to be all for this video. I hope that you found it useful, and thanks so much for watching.